We're just kidding. Waiting on confirmation here from the observer. We should be good to go. All right.
There we
Just double
go.
checking op bands and everything. Wanted to make sure we had all the information right, but we are ready. We are underway. Map number 1 border between OOF and Nomads.
Yes, indeed. This is a very highly anticipated matchup. Again, going back to that interview I had, I had talked and I said, do you have any experience playing with Nomads? He told me about the scrims. He told me about that. They also played each other competitively in the invitational ladder, and they were matched up twice, and each time a different team took a game. So they have a 1-1 record against each other. And again, because they have been scrimming so much, we expect to see a lot of funkiness coming out. So Blitz, finally not being banned, will be brought out here by the Nomads. And we've seen a lot of him when he's not banned, even post-nerf. And we've seen people be very successful with him as well, much to the annoyance of the defense. We're going to be starting downstairs instead of upstairs, a atypical sight. And Rainbow will get yelled at by his wife.
So yeah, going for single breach with the thermite, pretty typical when attacking on border. Honestly, there's not a lot. It's not a lot of swap up here on operators. It's too unusual that I'm seeing. I mean, having Vigil go unbanned is a little bit of a shock. Considering how much Legion we saw be banned in the first game between CNC and Devious. Legion was panned out on defense every single time by Devious, so I was pretty shocked by that. But once again, Mira being banned out on border. This is not the recipe I like. This is not good for maybe wrapping up the map quickly.
Take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. And you know what? I got to say that with Mira being banned and a little bit of a window punch being detected, so a little bit of a turnaround, making sure they watch their flank. But, you know, with Mira being banned, it makes downstairs more viable, not necessarily than the upstairs defense, but it makes it, you know, more even and perhaps maybe, yes, even more viable altogether because Mira not needed so much when you're defending that downstairs. So 3 of the defenders will be up above the site trying to stop this attack from above by the attackers. They'll get the pillbox wall open fairly quickly, only a minute off the board, and Blitz will start creeping in, trying to locate any defenders. Now, 2 of the defenders have actually dropped down, and a couple of the impact grenades will come out, doing a little bit of damage. Jinx will finish the Blitz off. He is gone now. So a great job by the solo roamer upstairs, but Throw will come in and end his life, evening out the numbers, taking that roaming Vigil off the board.
Just missing one through the floor was Euphoria, whose in-game name is Bully Hunter. We should mention Sharsh, though, going to drop Jinx through the floor as well. So the roam game upstairs has been negated. Glitch, though, going to trade one back onto Euphoria, leveling up man count midway through the round. Still have the Capitao and the Zofia, so a lot of utility on the board. Glitch not paying attention to the hatch as he tries to find a better location in sight. He gets removed by Throw. Schmoplife will now rotate back into sight as he's playing, waiting for the drop from the workshop hatch, but no such drop happening yet as the attack still has plenty of time. Fnatic still on the roam game over in customs, waiting for the approach from the east side. You do have 2 attackers coming. That's Sharsh on the Capitao coming through passport check, and he's going to miss the rotation by Callie, the Thermite, heading over towards the bathroom wall. He's going to be breaching it open as the castle barricade was in the bathroom door, but it's not going to stop him from opening up the wall with the direct sight line. And now the concussion mines coming out from Zofia of Throw above. He's going to send another one into a popular spot where Schmoplife is currently positioned. He's going to get droned out and pinged, concussed once again, and he's going to rotate all the way over underneath the server hatch now. The 4th concussion mine not going to immediately going to go off. Going to cue that Schmoplife has rotated. Fnetics has come back to site, playing underneath the server hatch, and Nomads, taking their time, droning out once again, trying to ascertain the location of both of these anchors on site. Now the drop comes out, but Throw going to get down. He's going to have to get finished off here. The smoke grenade is going to come out and stop that revive. Somehow Throw making it away. He's going to crawl into the side, but now Fnetics in the hallway drop Sharsh. The plant was going down. Schmoplife is going to claim Callie, and now Throw at the 5 HP after he withstood Schmoplife with the shotgun at maximum range. Drops Throw, and a great recovery on site by Oof.
Oof did a very, very great job working off of each other's position, sharing information, and that hold was executed flawlessly, even with the numbers disadvantage. They held steadfast, waited for that that time to drop down, where the attackers were forced to push in uncomfortably so without all the information they would have liked to have before making such a move. And a great job by Oof. And also, it's always nice to set the tone by taking the first round of a match.
Yeah, that was a really wonderful job to remain poised, and both of those anchors just enjoying the fact that the time was being eaten up by the attack. And honestly, I really like that option of heading downstairs first. It looked like things were going awry when that roam game got pinched off. They did get a kill through the floor, but their immediate roamer upstairs and the visual got pinched off pretty early, and they made a wonderful recovery on site. I think Nomads taking a little too long there on the drone game and not really pressing onto site altogether. You saw it was Callie the Thermite backed out into the bathroom hallway after Throw had been downed. He had to come into site to try and attempt to revive the smoke grenade, propelling him back forward or backwards away from Throw. He was able to survive with a withstand, but 5 HP is not what you want. They all get cut off in 1v1s, and a wonderful flick by Phonetics also in the hallway on that Valkyrie. A great job to spot. I think it was Sharsh coming down from passport check door around the corner into main lobby, and it was... I don't want to lay the fault at the attackers because you do want to drone out the site. You don't want to drop in blind, but I think they just took a little too much time there.
Yeah, I agree, and you know, doesn't matter how much of a numbers advantage. If you're forced to just start having to blind drop on the site, you're gonna probably lose some people as the defenders are nice and dug in. So the attack will begin on the east stairs and the CCTV area, and full CCTV control now in the hands of the attackers, as the defenders probably know that as the bullets shine through that doorway. Oh, and a little bit of a pre-fire whizzes by the head of that Lion, but no damage being done. Some of the the Zofia grenades will go off, stunning Bandit. He will decide to trick the wrong wall and not stop that Thermite. He's in a very dangerous spot. He'll get droned out. I'm not sure if any of the attackers are in place to stop the rotate, but I think he just actually escaped. He did, and Rainbow will get kill number 1 onto the IQ. So great job by them. Yep, Bandit able to make it back to the half wall, back to safety, and he will just kind of hang out there and wait for the attackers to begin their push.
Drone's not even double checking half wall. Glitch is in a wonderful position, although Throw's going to spot him in behind the half wall, going for those quick peeks with the crouch. As if you are crouched, you are safe behind that half wall, barring any grenades coming flying in. No nades on the board to displace him as Sharsh has fallen. Now impact grenades coming out from Throws. He's trying to utilize all of that lifeline to displace this Bandit. Glitch happy to remain here, no problems. Now an EMP coming into sight to try and disable any more utility, stopping them from approaching. A wonderful shot without a reticle by Rainbow. Pick up his second in the round. Callie and Throw reciprocate with 2. Now down to a 3v3 as there's less than a minute in the round. Rainbow overhealed now by the dock of Schmop Life, playing that A-bomb angle, trying to cut down anyone coming in. Schmop Life going to be docking up Glitch as well to over 100. So both of those anchors ready to bear the brunt of this force coming in. Callie's gone for a full rotation over to Archives. There is a Bandit battery on the wall. He's going to go for the left side of Archives. Another rotation by Schmop Life into Archives behind the filing cabinet. Lots of shots, not landing the finishing blow on the Throw as the wall gets opened up, and EOD pops out to keep the defenders in place as 25 seconds remain on the board. You're going to try and aggress onto site with Schmop Life all alone, but a great spray through the doorway will drop Schmop by Callie. Now down to a 3v2. Just the 2 German defenders in the opposite bomb site left alive. Plant is going down in behind the A-bomb. A wonderful reaction by Throw, drops Glitch, and now it's all up to Rainbow, and this great flank from in behind drops the Lion of Suzaku, spraying wildly into Fountain, unable to secure the kill onto Throw, hiding inside of Fountain. He'll back off towards the bomb. Callie still has a wonderful position outside. Rainbow just double checking out the barricaded door at the top of East Stairs, unable to spot him. Playing right behind the radio wall is Throw. They don't hear each other. A wonderful check by Rainbow is going to spot him, but he looks away as he sees him. Throw will end the reign of Rainbow. My mouse got destroyed. Okay, Throw. Okay. Nomads taking the round on the attack, tying things up 1-1 with a much more convincing rotation to the office side. You got to question, maybe they should have done that in the beginning as they get cut down early on in a 3v5 and they somehow win the round.
You know, Nomads won that round due to 2 outstanding factors. Factor number 1, a great tactical decision to go ahead and do the rotate without delay. They decided to start making the rotate with only 45 seconds left, but because they snatched that diffuser and sprinted over there, opened up that wall, started causing a little bit of chaos, they were able to be a little bit more successful. And then, of course, number 2, Throw, absolutely annihilating all of the OOF members that stood in his way.
Yeah, Throw with a wonderful round on the attack, and now OOF electing to go topside once again. Looks like they want to work out the kinks on this setup, and I mean, after honestly, after the roam clear of the downstairs hold, I don't disagree with this. I think they had a wonderful hold on the A wall. They just needed to be prepared for that rotation, and losing those 2 members in very quick succession is not what you want to have happen caught off in bad rotations. You want to be able to move freely within sight and at least distort the sight lines for the attackers holding those angles at best possible. Now heading in, we're going for a double breach now with the Hibana on Sharsh instead of playing that Capitao. He's elected to go for the double breach this time. And we could be seeing a multi-prong attack that we saw be pretty successful in the qualifiers for a lot of teams when Mira was banned out. Instead of electing to go for just an office take or just an armory wall take, we saw teams pulling double breach out and opting to go for a multi-site take, trying to pressure both of the site anchors back upon themselves and cluster up in the middle of metal detector.
Yes, indeed. So, 30 seconds off the board. Full CCTV control in the hands of the Nomads. No resistance, though, coming from CCTV, so they are beginning to push up onto this southwest balcony. Some spots going out now. Some doors getting opened up. Bandit in position to try and Bandit trick. Last time the Zofia grenade stopped him in his tracks. Rainbow, rather, will get killed number 1, but he will get shut down by Euphoria. 4-4 now. The thermite charge number 1 will get shocked off of the wall, so not sure if they want to continue, as it looks like the attackers are now getting geared up for a push back over to the office side.
Yeah, Sharsh got shut down as the lone attacker. I guess he was really meant to just be more of a distraction than anything and occupy some of those anchors to split up the defense, so it wasn't a 5v5 on one specific kill point in that A wall. Sharsh's job was really to distract as much as possible, and he didn't really get much of his job done, but at least he was traded out in the end. Sprays there by Phonetics, almost landing on a teammate. Throw gonna cut down Phonetics as he's launching the Nitro. A second one for Throw now as Glitch falls. Now it's all up to the Doc and the smoke of Jinx and Schmop Life. And they're still stacked inside of Armory once again. Jinx will fall as he rushes into Archives. It's all up to Schmop Life playing behind the metal half wall now, trying to get an angle inside. Half of his reticle is missing on that ACOG. I'm sure it's just a spectator bug. The plant is going down. Throw picks up another one, and he's on a run with the Zofia.
Throw is, just like you said, he's on a run. I mean, he cannot be stopped right now. He is feeling right at home on that Zofia, and kind of a steamroll after the rotation. They're in on the office side, and look at that Throw, 8-1 after 3 rounds, dang near averaging 3 kills per round. Suzaku on the other side, making his CCS debut with a donut so far here on Border. Too soon?
I mean, he played Blitz first round.
Okay.
He got gunned down pretty quickly. I mean, I'm not going to be hard on Suzaku, okay? It's his first time. He'll be okay.
Into it. Ease into it.
He'll be okay. They've put him into a support role in the Thatcher.
This is
which
what
we've seen ball out.
I just want to say, this is what I love about casting the Nomads. Whenever I look at chat, we're on a 3-minute delay, but whenever I look at chat, it's just a wall of Nomads. Right?
Oh, yeah.
Just a wall of Nomads every time they play. So welcome, Nomads fans. Welcome, OOF fans. Sorry we got a late start to this. So far, it's been a pretty darn good game. But here we go. It's round number 4. The 4th attempt on defense by OOF. The 3rd attempt upstairs as they opted to go downstairs first. And upstairs not finding much success without the Mira trying to defend.
Yeah, I'm a little... Last time around, I said it was okay. They had a very good stall out on the A wall. OOF did on the defense. Okay, Fnatic's missing 2 drones inside of break rooms. They had the 3rd one stacked as well that Fnatic's removed. I said last time around that OOF had a good stall out on the A wall. Now you've lost 2 consecutive rounds upstairs, and you've lost them to the office take both times. You really need to be very wary of running your head into a wall, especially in this new setup. I've been critical of it in the past before, and I'll be critical of it again. if things are not working, there are options at your disposal in this game to make changes, to throw teams off their game. And when they're getting on a roll like this, you really need to throw them a curveball. You can't be throwing four seamers down the middle anymore. And giving them the same site and the same approach and only making one op swap, I guess they've made two now, with the Echo and the Legion. I don't see a Legion solving all your problems right now. You're getting caught off in bad rotations in the middle of sight, and this bandit trick is going to happen again. I think Cali just opted to go for the left side of the wall this time. But for Oof, they really need to get this, or else it's 3 rounds essentially wasted.
Yeah, you know, this is the 3rd time he's been bandit tricking. Look at that. And you've got a Zofia, you've got a sledge with a grenade. Why don't you go underneath? You know you could do that, right? And the second one will get bandit tricked, and a disaster. Well, no, they actually were able to get a little bit of a spot opened out on the right wall. One of those Kairos pellets will get destroyed, though. So not a very smooth hole being opened. It's also offset a little bit, so it's going to be kind of an annoyance to get in there if they even can at all. Sometimes it's hard to tell unless you get right up on it. So a sight line, yes. A go-throughable hole, not necessarily, as the bandit will rotate back to the safety of half wall.
Yeah, that small opening there with the Hibana holes definitely afforded Glitch a wonderful opportunity to rotate back to half wall in safety, and that's what I talked about, the ability to rotate safely, and his bandit tricking worked out perfectly. Like you said, throw definitely should have gone below.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Gone below, opened up a sight line. I mean, they've done it every time. He even saw when he was pumping those stun grenades in, he saw the bandit cross and get set up. The bandit wasn't even in position. Unfortunately, he didn't have his gun ADSing. He'll run in and he'll actually get a kill on the rainbow. The bandit will peek, he'll down one, and now finish Cali off. And trades going back and forth. Sharsh will get one onto Schmop. A trade will come right back. Sharsh will get Glitch as Glitch gets Suzaku. And now a 3v2, and the Nomads somehow, based off of the back of that Zofia charge in, will get the numbers advantage and begin to put the diffuser down. Throw will get a kill. Only Soup Can Man left on the board. Phonetics will try his best, but Euphoria will shut him down. And now the Nomads, 3 in a row.
Yeah, I can see the rush in there. Sorry, my feed started dying, so I went off into a wonderful question mark ended sentence that should have ended where it did. But yeah, those Hibana holes proving to be just another obstacle to overcome, and now that's 3 straight rounds in a row that Nomads have won on the attack, attacking the same bomb site, the same method. This time, just an overwhelming force onto the A site instead of the B site, and I mean, once again, it's a great rush in near the last minute of the round that overwhelms Oof. They're getting thrown back against the wall every time. They do a wonderful job of stalling out in the beginning. The bandit trick was doing a great job at dissuading the attack from getting anywhere close to the wall. Now they like to go downstairs, which I think is probably the right decision after dropping 3 straight. But even your roam game topside the first time around wasn't fantastic. You relied on Jinx getting a kill through the floor up onto the blitz. That's probably not going to happen against Suzaku. And it's not even blitz this time, but he's going to be wary of those kill holes. And the pinch was completely missed by Oof on the roam game. The Vigil, I can't remember who it was absolutely unaware of the attacking Sharsh Capitao coming in behind him in Fountain. There was no support on East Stairs. There was no support in the hallway. There was no support in CCTV. They left 1 or 2 roamers upstairs to die. One did, one dropped. I really lay the loss of the first round at the feet of Nomads, just because of how long they took to get back into sight.
Yeah, so I want to point something out. I talked about the wall of Nomads, and here comes the Oof fans firing back. I just saw like a continuous wall of Oof. I feel like if this were a live event, there'd be a fight in the parking lot after the game. So welcome Oof fans, welcome Nomads fans. We hope you're enjoying the game so far. Make sure you smack that follow button. There's 14 weeks of this. Both of y'all's teams will be playing 13 more times after this. Top 4 will be going to playoffs after that. So we are about 40 seconds in. A lot of intel being gathered. Euphoria, but Nomads doing kind of the typical thing of pushing the the Pillbox side, the Habana actually doing a little bit of work over on the other side. Open up a little bit of a sightline. Some of her X-Kairos pellets will get taken out. The Pillbox will get open. And so some vertical control now being assumed. A very dangerous game. Throw is playing. He's exposed to the left, but he'll get a kill somehow. I think he doesn't know the defender is tucked over by the window. He'll spot him out. Bad timing. Fnetics will get one onto Cali. That will be the Thermite off the board, so no more hard breaching on walls at least. A couple of X-Kairos pellets left. A fast peek in. Throw will get his second of the round. It's a 4v3, only half the round gone, and now the attackers have the upstairs to work with.
Wonderful job on the roam clear once again by Nomads. You lose one breacher, but you still have another one in charge. Diffuser down inside of CCTV, easily recoverable. And now Fnetics has gone upstairs to try and ascertain some more control. Top side, he will get droned out. He's going to back away to the hallway. Looks like he wanted to vault over the balcony, and that probably would have been the smarter decision. As Sharsh was covering at the 90 outside office window. He's going to rotate the long way back to waiting room, all the way back to site. So again, the roam game cleared out pretty efficiently by Nomads, only losing one. Now looking down onto site, getting killed up through the floor again is Suzaku, as I gave him the benefit of the doubt, but he does walk away. Euphoria will grab Jinx. Now it's down to a 4v2 this time with 50 seconds left on the board. They're starting to aggress onto site a lot quicker and not taking that time to drone. This could be either the succession point or the point of demise for them. Fnetics unaware of the sledge of Euphoria coming in directly beside him. Looks like Euphoria had heard him. The sprays come out. The pre-fires only land one shot. Euphoria backing away as he receives more bullets to the wall.
Yep, a little bit of a battle going on. Fnetics will rotate elsewhere, and I remember talking before the match, Schmop and Fnetics, the two that were able to clutch the 2v4 last time, still alive. The gutters on the team, according to Rainbow Ninja, the IGO. The diffuser will go down. Schmop will sneak up on it. He will see one. He'll get one. He's now surrounded. Suzaku will come in and get a kill as Throw will get one of his own. Throw with another multi-kill. And the Throw rampage / Nomads rampage will continue on as the Nomads win their 4th straight.
Wonderful job again on that roam clear, and they don't take that extra time to drone out. They have the extra man as well, which I think is a big thing. And they didn't try to attack site one-on-one. They waited, and Fnetics obviously over in customs being a nuisance, but wasn't enough to really be the difference maker. Throw, of course, 12-2 right now on a run with that Zofia. 5 rounds, 12 kills. Nothing really you can do about that, honestly. That is a man with a hot hand right now. It's just like we saw with Vertical in the last map of the last game, and with Sweater on Border as well. Those are guys who are riding a hot hand. They are hard to get rid of. They are hard to slow down. And geez, I fear for Nomads if somehow Oof have a response. But I also fear for Oof right now with the way Throw is playing, also hopping onto another fragging role in Jaeger.
Yes, indeed. So now, 4 consecutive for Nomads. The roles will swap. A very interesting pick, a Jackal. No Thatcher. They do have the Ash. You can, make some stuff happen from underneath should the Bandit trick come out and almost shooting his teammate in the shoulder there, Throw. But, excuse me. But the Oof eSports, like I say, the Nomads, but Oof eSports, they're going to have to try something, make something happen. I mean, I know there's no changes you could make based on what's happened so far, at least, based on defense, but the way you've been playing, the way you've been communicating, the way you've been adapting as the match goes on to what the other team is doing, something needs to change in that area. And now, a very confident interview that I had with Rainbow Ninja, seems like the Nomads are starting to run away with it a little bit.
Yeah, so drones coming out in CCTV. Looks like we might be heading for an office take, actually. The drones are coming out CC. Fnetics might just be heading to AC simply to shut down rotations, but Rainbow as well not committing to rappelling up to the A wall. We might be seeing a rotation all the way around, try and draw out the ire of the defenders on both sites. Looks like Rainbow going to be dropping a Claymore on the AC bridge. And now pre-fire's coming out from the CCTV wall, so both of these teams incorporating a little bit of a misdirection on their attack, optioning to position themselves to go for both sides consecutively and then make the call mid-round on where they need to go. Jackal Pink's coming out onto Euphoria. That was the Legion playing inside of Archives, and Schmoplife had almost gotten an angle onto him, before Euphoria rotated to safety. Rainbow now going to hop off, and it looks like Oof have ascertained that where they want to go is the A wall, similar to what we saw out of a lot of the Nomads attacking rounds. Midway through, looks like they've attempted to get this wall open, but they can't get past these bandit charges. No Thatcher. Rainbow tried to impact from below, and now they've lost Schmop life to a down. He hasn't been finished off just yet, and the smoke grenades are being used to try and secure that kill, but they'll fall just short.
Yeah, no points, so I don't know if they know that he's down. So he will get reset successfully. There is still one bandit charge, but the right panel, if the attackers are looking into the site, does not appear to be bandited. Underneath was opened up, but they didn't actually watch. Now Throw holding an aggressive angle will actually get shut down by Glitch on the headshot. What a Peeker's advantage at its best. Jackal will hold the hallway. Callie will get a kill onto Rainbow. That is a Zofia gone. Most of her utility already being used, however. Callie on that Echo will just kind of hold in on the bomb site and peek out onto the hallway. Jackal will take some shots, miss, turn, and actually somehow get finished off by a Legion trap. A goo mine after being down. A kill steal there at the last minute. Poor Callie wanted to pad his stats a little bit more, but no soup for you, sir. So one behind half wall now. Thermite sending some bullets in. The attackers kind of stalled out, but only 20 seconds left. Ash will get stopped on the way in from half wall. Sharks will get a double kill. 4v1, only 10 seconds left. The diffuser, the hostage of the Nomads. Euphoria will finish it up from the other side, taking Phonetics down. And now, ladies and gentlemen, Nomads, 5 in a row, are now on match point. And can they be stopped here on Border?
This is not what I expected to see at all from this OOF team. I thought they'd be putting up a much better fight after round number 1. I thought that gave them some confidence, even being down a man, going into that situation with over a minute on the board. They were able to bring it back. Like, they looked like they had a lot of confidence, a lot of swagger coming out of that round. They looked like they had the momentum on their side, and Nomads have completely evaporated that. There's nothing left in the tank for OOF other than desperation at this point. You're 5-1 down. It is flawless from here. You're dropping map number 1 very quickly. And a map like Border plays very evenly if you're making changes, if you're remaining dynamic. If you're remaining stagnant, then it all goes downhill very quickly if you can't garner some success. And obviously Throw having a massive impact. We throw out the scoreboard once again, but he didn't even get a kill that round. It was a massive stall out on the A wall. I talked about early round that it looked like they were trying to pick a site to go to mid-round. They were going to make that call. They're going to be dynamic in the middle of the round, figure out what was happening on site and make that decision. They clearly made the wrong decision trying to go for that A wall, and especially without having a Thatcher on the board. They didn't have a Twitch. They didn't have a Buck. All they had was the Zofia and the Ash as far as vertical destruction go. Schmop Life as the Ash was just trying to get in through the A door for his entire lifetime. And Rainbow, while he had impacted below the bandit charge on the wall, didn't destroy it. So they wasted a lot of time just trying to get through that A wall. And then as they try to push in, they get gunned down by Sharsh hanging in behind half wall. An easy clear out if you have the utility to do so, which is why I imagine they're bringing Glitch as the Buck now.
Yeah, you know, right now, the main issue that OOF is having is they're not winning their gunfights. I see a lot of technical details being executed a little bit quicker, a little bit better by OOF. For example, driving the dang bandit out from underneath. But look at this. Sharsh geared and ready to go will eliminate somebody with ease. They're on ventilation, and they're just, I don't know if it's angles or if it's winning gunfights, but the Nomads seemingly unstoppable right now. And you got to talk about, you thought you were tuning into a CCS match, ladies and gentlemen, but little did you know you were going to be tuning into the Throw show, because Throw has been absolutely decimating OOF so far here on Border.
Euphoria's Legion Mine going to give away the intel that there is no one playing inside a fountain as far as Nomads are concerned. The rush coming over on the rotation as they've acquired a lot of real estate right outside of the objectives. The thermite charge is going to be coming out of the wall by Jinx. 3 attackers all stationed inside of office and radio wall. And now Throw is going to be dropping. He's going to be going for a flank. And it was a very short-lived flank. He goes back up the metal stairs. Jinx going to be going for a drone on site as the attack shapes up right around Archives. They want to start pushing in, but they still have to worry about clearing the southwest side of the main floor of the Rome game. They still have to worry about ascertaining the control of CCTV. They've done a very poor job of controlling a majority of above site. As I say that, Schmopp will drop Cali, one of the anchors on site. That was the smoke. A very good pick to get. Only 60 seconds on the board, and you're still in a 4v4 situation. An easy flank could come and disrupt this.
Yeah, not a lot of resistance upstairs, and yet it has taken over 2 minutes for Ash to finally be standing in Archives lockers. Glitch will get throw from the stairs, a beautiful angle. Still, the time is ticking away, a 3v4. The attackers don't have a lot of time to sit there and buck open the floor before they have to make a move onto site. And so, comfortably, Legion will sit way back in A, unobstructed by the window or the front door, both of them being nice and sealed. Some guns will go back. Suzuka will get a beautiful headshot onto Phonetics as the attackers are now having to come down via some method and somehow get on site. A couple of attackers now approaching the top of the hatch. They're going to have to drop now. Ash will drop. She'll get hit by the Legion, so they know that somebody is there. Meanwhile, the Thermite is getting dinged. A couple of trades will go back and forth. A 2v2. 2 seconds left on the clock. Somebody's going to have to put the diffuser down, but no, the diffuser gets dropped. Sharsh will take Jinx out, and that will be it. Nomads will take Border, much to my surprise, based on how I thought this matchup was going to go, 6-1.
Yeah, that was a dominating performance by Nomads. 6 straight rounds. They only dropped the first one at the behest of their own mistake of taking too long to drone out sight and drop together. And that was a well-deserved win. Throw on a carry job there. Suzaku 2-3. I mean, we talked about it in the first game. We saw, I think it was, what's his face? Super not having a great performance on Oregon. That's because he didn't need to. The rest of the team was doing fine without him. Absolutely. And same thing with Suzaku. You got a clutch frag there in the last round to even up man count on the guy coming from Passport checking the main lobby. And honestly, having every single person on the roster be clutch and be able to have that depth in the roster will set you apart from teams that are top heavy.
Yeah, so are we taking a break? It looks like we are.
Sharsh asked for 5, yeah.
Gotcha. So we are going to be we're not going to give them 5. We'll give you 3. So we'll be taking a short break, folks, so stick around. We'll be back in just a couple of minutes. We're going to go into map number 2, which will be Oregon when we come back. Stick around. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Without delay, we are getting started already onto map number 2, Oregon. The bans, the new op bans for this map will be visible shortly at the bottom of your screen. Looks like Ying, Glaz, Vigil, and Mira. Yet again, that is 4 consecutive Miras being banned. No Lions being banned so far. No Lions being brought by either of these teams so far. And it's seemingly going to remain that way as we go into Border. I want to talk a little bit about the last map where the Nomads steamrolled poor Oof 6-1. And I want to talk a little bit about Oof's tactics. I mean, the Nomads' tactics were very vanilla. You attack the pillbox. They didn't mess with the bandit who was giving them a lot of grief from underneath at all. They would attempt to go on that pillbox. If they failed and had enough time to rotate, they'd rotate back into offense like clockwork every single time. And yet Oof was not able to make the proper adjustments to counter such a, dare I say, vanilla strategy. And guess what? The Nomads didn't have to get fancy with it because it was working, right? It's up to Oof to force them to change their tactics. It's up to Oof to say, hey, you know what? This ain't going to work on us anymore. We're going to do this, this, or this. And so we'll have to see if they have any more luck here on Oregon, our second map of the night. Thank you for joining us. My name is Ty, and I'm joined by my co-caster tonight, Mr. Flynn. What's going on?
Not a lot. Just a quick correction. We did have a Lion in 1 or 2 of the rounds on Border.
Did
But
we?
other than that, I'm, again, not excited to see an Oregon without Mira, but these are the times we live in. This is what, who made that ban? Nomads opting to ban out Mira and knowing that they would be heading to the attack first as well. And Glitch going to start things off, though, dropping Cali. That's the Zofia, or sorry, not the Zofia, the Habana off the board. That's breach down early without able to open up the master closet. A rough start for Nomads on their round. It looks like Oof want to get back into this thing in a hurry.
Yeah, it looks like maybe a jump out being prepared. No, throw just throw. The Nomads on offense there in the little showers, lockers. Some droning being done. It looks like they're going to have to try and do some tearing up from underneath. They've got a couple of grenades along with a couple of ash charges to open up a little bit of a sight line. But now the attackers seemingly lost without their hard breacher on how they're going to approach the site.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there with Cali. I don't know if he tried to rush into Master by himself. I didn't see if it was a runner or anything, but Glitch station inside of Armory currently. Looks like just trying to locate the body. Can't really find out where that Havana died from. Oh, he died all the way up behind White Van. I see the body there.
Oh, man.
So Glitch getting aggressive onto the breach, and it pays off for them. Rainbow gonna go for a run, jumps out the kid's windows, takes down Throw, who had a spectacular map number 1. So Nomads again starting things off quickly. Rainbow get traded out as that was the smoke off the board, although the ability to take down Throw and still keep the man advantage with only 50 seconds left on the board. Not the worst operator to lose, but you do lose a lot of that plant delay and stall out.
Yeah, and despite the operator and the utility, you've managed to take out A, their hard breacher, and B, their top fragger from the last round in which you got smoked. That is a fantastic smart trade, and I'd take that trade anytime if I were Oof. A gun battle going on between Rook and Ash. Both of them will lose about half their health. Schmop Life will get Euphoria down. Phonetics will get one of his own, and just like that, Glitch will finish it off, and Oof, the start that they needed here on Oregon.
Wonderful example of aggression. The aggression we didn't see from them on defense on Border, coming out in full colors here on Oregon so far. And that was a wonderful round for them. They started things off hot, dropping that hot breach like we touched on, dropping the top frag on a trade, and then continued their dominance of looking out windows, getting aggressive onto angles, not holding back, not waiting for the attack of Nomads to come to them. Instead, they take the fight. And honestly, that's more of what I wanted to see out of Oof. Mira and Vigil, probably 2 of the top 3 operators you want on Oregon, the third one being in that list of Smoke. Those 3 operators are pretty crucial to how we typically see an Oregon setup played on either site. And losing both of those to the bans, you're going to have to get a little creative with things. So Jinx opting to go on the Legion this time around on defenses. They head downstairs without a Mira, and this is a site without a Mira that we've seen and very problematic for defenses. It is very difficult in this current setup to defend downstairs effectively without having that Mira when you're so used to it being there. The sacrificing of the Ying and the Glaz, though, to the bans as well does help that a little bit, but smoke cover plants work just the same. You can bring a Jackal, which Throw has done, for smoke grenades for cover. They can kill the ADSs with a myriad of flashbangs on Cali and Sharsh, and if they really wanted to, I guess, kill the ADSs with the frags on Euphoria. But a decent setup for a smoke plant here, which is still going to be the optimum route for attacking downstairs.
Hey, before we get too deep into this round, I was going to give a shout out to our mod Barry in chat, and I realized something, and Shark's taking the first one onto Glitch, so returning favor and getting that early kill. So the Nomads will go up by one player so early, but I was going to say, I now remember who that last guy was, and I'm so embarrassed because he's a mod in CCS. It was Mailman was their 5th at the end of last season. So my bad, Mail. Still love you. And Barry, much hype for keeping chat under control and untiming out people who are using their little team icons in chat. We invite you to do that, so you're the real MVP, Barry. But anyways, here we go. Getting deep into the round. No action. Throw will get one onto Fnatic. So 5v3. Still tons of time left for the attackers as they can now comfortably clear barbed wire at the bottom of these main stairs. A couple of shots at a dead body just for good measure. Rainbow will get one onto Sharsh. So that is the Ash off the board. Not a whole lot of utility loss, but a great shot all the way over in the big tower.
EMP going to be coming out. There is a disabled Nitro cell laying around at the bottom of the stairs as Fnatic tried to launch one up to the hatch. He was met with dismay by Throw, who slapped him down pretty quickly. And now as we approach the last minute in the round, the plant is trying to come out. That was the last roamer taken off the board. Rainbow is coming for a flank upstairs to the attic. Suzaku stationed in Big Tower. Suzaku drops Schmop Life, taking the angle on the hallway. Suzaku drops Jinx, and now Nomads tying things up once again. So this has been a pattern that we've seen in both maps. Nomads dropping the first round, seemingly figuring out their faults. They go for a much better and a much slower roam clear this time around and still deal with the aggression. Rainbow as that Jaeger, still being a thorn in the side, but didn't take too many aggressive angles onto the windows inside a tower. This time around, he was very, very relaxed in comparison, and I did like that roam clear from Nomads.
Yeah, good job by Suzaku at the end. The aggression in paid off dividends for him with that double headshot to finish it out. And just like you said last time, you know, he didn't have the greatest game KD-wise, but who gives a flying squat about your KD when you 6-0 a team? And just like you said, maybe because, you know, he didn't have the opportunity to engage as often as he wanted. You know, that happens sometimes, especially when you're an anchor and maybe you're left in some 1vx situations. And so your KD doesn't necessarily reflect how well your team is doing. And now he's had the opportunity to make some plays here on the offensive on Oregon. So, you know, great job. All the teams showing up here for Nomads, and good job by them to bring it back 1-1. Second 1-1 we've seen so far. Hopefully that won't be oofs only round here in Oregon.
No, and I mean, Suzaku, if I recall correctly, and I may be incorrect in this as I don't follow him to a T, but I believe this is his first competitive game. You know, you can scrim as much as you want. There's a lot more freedom in scrims, and it's a different mindset in a scrim versus a game. A scrim is the point of a scrim is not to win. The point of a scrim is to test your strats. You run it into a wall, you see what breaks, and you make the changes. In a game, you don't have that luxury. You can't really be sacrificing a bunch of rounds and running the same strat into the ground, just trying to make a change. You need to get as many rounds on the board as possible, quite obviously. So Suzaku in a new environment, and honestly, I give him full props for 2 and 3 is not bad as a support player. He's playing his role. He's being that depth player on the team. He doesn't need to frag out when you have guys like Throw and Cali going off the board, as well as Sharsh having some fun. And looks like we're going to have a meeting here between Fnatics and Throw in the basement. Fnatics playing this roam game. Throw trying to wait him out on the rotation. And Throw not going to engage. He's going to back off and head back up the tower stairs to join his team. Drop a Claymore, awaiting that rotation. And now a full tower take coming out from Nomads. I like this idea to try and clear out those roamers that we saw be so aggressive the first time around when they attacked topside. This time they want to be very sure there's no one going to be catching them off guard like Rainbow did in the tower. Fnatics, though, going to be getting that first kill onto Throw as he comes down the hallway, downstairs. And they're still going to have to worry about him rotating around the map, but half the round deep, Schmop Life looking at a wall for some reason, awaiting the approach of these attackers.
Yeah, so a very nice early pick, but already half the time on the board is gone. Only attic controlled now for them. They do have that hard breach in the thermite, but they elect to use it on the attic instead. That just puts them in the hallway, which they could access anyway from the main stairs. Now it's going to be key to keep that thermite alive so they can cross over into master, get that second wall open. That way they have plenty of angles when it's time to make the push. Line will be hanging out on the outside of this kid's window here. The backside of tower is going to be held down by the rest of his squad, so he won't get shot in the back. Attic also covered by his team as well. Some flashbangs will go out. He will decide not to peek that window, smartly so. And it looks like the attack's a little bit on the stalled side right now. The first EE1D will go out. Schmop Life will get Sharsh, and that is the Lion gone after only using one. Euphoria will get his first kill for his team onto the Bandit. And now, right in front of Attic, they'll clear out some barbed wire. They're going to have to make a move here very soon. Only 20 seconds left to work with. And the pulse is down. Callie will get a kill onto another. Some trades going back and forth. A 2v3. It's actually a 2v2 because he's so far alive. A Schmop Life with a double kill. Euphoria will trade it right back. Sledge now on site, but I don't know where the diffuser is. It's down. There's only 2 seconds left. He can't get it in time. And that will be it. The defenders will win on time. Pulse just hanging out, sealing that wound off, staying alive downstairs. Great job by them.
Yeah, it was a great hold off by the smoke playing in hallway. He knew that he had downed diffuser. He needed to wait the appropriate time for... Wow, I'm blanking on whoever was trying to clutch that. But the Sledge trying to rush around inside of sight. I thought he'd try and make a play on the diffuser instead of trying to clear out kids. But I mean, 5 seconds on the board, you're thinking frag more than anything. And a tough position to be in, losing that diffuser, and now we finally see Oof garner 2 rounds in a game, something we haven't seen. Although how easily the roam game was dispatched later on with those claymores that had downed Fnatics ? Was it Fnatics? I can't remember, dude. It's too late. But anyway, the pulse that was downstairs that had taken down Throw. He was downed off by a claymore relatively early, and that's what they heard as they thought was an impact coming out of dining doorway. So it was a good, healthy amount of time that he was down. That was the roam game dispatched of, and they could have gone for a Kids Windows aggressive take. Instead, they kind of toy around with trying to push through attic, which, like you said, they could access anyway through stairs or master. It's a very harsh choke point. Even you can garner yourself a better angle onto white stairs for that. But if you place someone on the big window to stop those rotations down the hallway anyway, you've still got that same line of sight without exposing yourself to such a harsh crossfire between armory and white stairs.
Yeah, so here we go. Oof showing a little bit more than they showed us on border. Already up 2-1. The first lead of this matchup. The first time they've managed to acquire 2 rounds on a map. And hopefully, for their sake, they're able to continue this success. Now, a couple of roamers out and about. Nobody on the top floor as it will get thoroughly drone. A pinch set up on the outside. We got the Capital outside of the master bedroom. One other by main window. So top floor control now the priority for the attackers. A couple of defenders down in basement. One in rear stage. One at the top of the tower as well. Looking down into Meeting Hall. They've reinforced a little bit inside of Meeting Hall, but they've negated to actually stay in there and try to control it. A little bit of a hatch open up in the attic. Sledge will be at the top of these main stairs holding an angle, making sure nobody rotates up on them as they try to get the hatches open.
Yeah, and the defense poised here to kind of wait this out. They want to allow this take to kind of develop at the top of the main stairs, top of the hatch. Unfortunately, that EMP bouncing off the edge of the hatch. Not going to clear out too much, but it will hit any ADSs in behind the island. It just won't get anything in behind the reinforced wall and closet. Those roamers are going to play the late flank. They're not going to try and aggress too quickly. They're going to allow the anchors to try and deal with this site hold. That's exactly what they're doing. It was a Jinx pressing down the hallway. The smoke grenade comes out, drops who's that, Suzaku, down to about 5 or 10 HP. As he backs off, he might even go for a reset, as there's a little bit of time on the board that will allow Nomads to try and reset themselves. They're still, again, taking a lot of time to clear out this barbed wire, to get in position to bait out the last 2 smoke grenades. There's still a possibility of 3 nitro cells on the board as well. This is a rough position to be in for Nomads, trying to get this plant down, even with the smoke cover.
Yes, indeed. But remember, there still are 5 attackers and 5 defenders. Only 40 seconds. One is detected outside and somehow gets a double kill. Sees one more. Engages with them. Can he even? He gets him down. What is happening? He's detected. The enemy team has wall hacks, and yet Rainbow doing work. He gets a kill and finishes it off with the 4K. All 4 kills coming while Rainbow is detected outside.
Nomads. That's a rough one. That's a rough one. Oof, up 3-1, a commanding lead on Oregon, and their aggression, I guess you could call it. Okay. 3-1 lead for Oof. Looking a lot better here on Oregon than they did on Border, and even without that Mira downstairs, able to assert themselves on that late flank like I talked about. Rainbow picked his time to strike, and for some reason it was run out 54 window, but it works. He gets 4 at it. That shouldn't happen.
You
but
guys
it did,
just
and Oof on the last defense.
Rainbow, you just exploded Finn's brain. Okay, you owe me a caster.
I'll recover. That's just oof.
So
that
guys,
that's an oof right there.
Oof fans, when you clip that, and I know somebody will, I just want to point out that ! Discord, we have a nice little public section called Clips. You put the clips in the clip section for our highlight videos that we will be making weekly. So if you want your clip to appear in our highlight video with credit, when you make a clip of an awesome play like what we just saw, throw it into our Discord. If you're not a member of our Discord, come join in on the conversation. We have a general chat, a scrim finder. You can talk about it. We even have a channel for viewing parties if you want to hop in voice with some like-minded individuals while CCS games are going on. ! Discord. But here we go into round number 5, the last round that Oof will be defending. They will decide to take the upstairs, and now 3 consecutive rounds for Oof, and they are on fire as we speak. A blitz being brought out by Suzaku. He didn't find much success with blitz on the last map, but he will give it a shot here as something needs to change. Jackal will see some holes getting opened up in the ceiling of kitchen, take a couple of pre-fire shots, but not find anybody in that spot. Sledge will open up a sight line as well, as now bathroom, shower, and soon-to-be kitchen control in the hands of the attackers. Thermite will be working on this master bedroom door. They hear him shooting in. The defender's just kind of patiently waiting. Rainbow continues his rampage. Will get one down through the floor. Is peeking right next to where some are. And he'll actually get down by a beautiful top-down grenade. Jinx will get a kill. And now Rainbow looks like he was getting picked up again. There are no points in competitive. No way to know you've downed somebody. So the defenders will recover and still have 5 of their team members left alive upstairs.
Midway through the round, and Nomads getting picked off one by one, as it was Callie trying to go in alone for the master take to try and breach open. He's stalled out by a defender inside of Armory, and the rest of Nomads attack trying to clear out the kitchen. They've done so. There are no defenders in kitchen. Glitch gonna grab another one on a Sharsh, and now it's all up to Euphoria and Callie on opposite sides of the map, as this kitchen clear has gone horribly when getting picked off through the floor, and Jinx at the top of White Stairs was the one to take down Throw. Euphoria going to claim the life of Jinx, but immediately traded back out by Phonetics, and now it's all up to Callie, the lone breacher sent to die and master. It's exactly what he'll do. Glitch claims his next victim. we move on with a 4-1 lead for Oof?
We saw, okay. Let me backtrack a little bit. So the last game we saw a 6-0 win by Chaos and Carnage, or Carnage and Chaos. One of those, Carnage and Chaos, I'm pretty sure. We saw that happen. The next map, the team was able to come back, get it into overtime, win by 2. This time we see the Nomads 6-1 Oof, and Oof flipped it completely on its head. They didn't battle their way back. They steamrolled right back over the Nomads, and here we are at 4-1. Now, still a lot of siege to go, at minimum 2 more rounds, but we'll have to wait and see if Oof can keep this pace up, because right now there is a lot of hype on Oof's corner as we speak. The roles will swap. We are in round number 6, so Oof will have to take their first attacking round. The Nomads doing defense for the first time, opting to go down to the basement.
That's also a curious decision for Nomads. Obviously, we saw it work on the back of Rainbow in his hyper aggression, we'll call it, on that crazy run out. Barring that, though, their defense was actually falling apart in that round. They were losing an anchor, they lost a roamer, and then Rainbow decides to kill everyone at once while being detected. Other than that, I mean, the downstairs defense has been pretty difficult to maintain stability on without a Mira. Like I said at the top of this map, Ying and Glaz being banned out certainly help you in that position. If the Mira was still in play and you had the Ying and the Glaz banned out, then I mean, yes, head downstairs as much as you want. I feel, just from experience of seeing this a lot, lots of sprays coming out. Oh my God, throw! What a wonderful reaction shot into Rainbow to get Litz up to about 5 HP. A wonderful return 1-tap. He'll get reset back on site. And that is Rainbow Ninja taken off the board after he's having a wonderful start to Oregon.
Yes, indeed he is, and that's the throw we need to see from Nomads. The throw that absolutely went ham on Oof the last round. We need him to start bringing back some of that throw magic. It looks like a full turtle. No, only 4 defenders downstairs. Not sure where the 5th defender is now. There. Nope, that is an attacker. So, yeah. Oh, all 5 are turtling downstairs. Something that's very uncommon, I must say, when there's no Mira. With a Mira, yes. Without a Mira, you got to slow the push. There's no slowing going on, but here comes the late rotation by 2. Throw, and I'm not sure who the other one is behind him, will rotate up, but Jinx was ready for it. Schmupp will get one as well downstairs. And just, there's a body in my way, Jinx said, and didn't want to waste that X-Cairo shot. He'll go back down and open up a 2-way Mira, kind of at the ankles of the defenders. A lot of bullets being shot back and forth. No damage going down. Smokes will start coming out very, very early. A dangerous cross. Jinx didn't even take any damage. I'm not sure if he was on the outskirts of the smoke. He'll come in. Bodies will fly. Bully will get one. Glitch with the refrag. Schmop will get one too. And now what's happening? Here comes Suzuku. Suzuku in a 1v2 now. Only about 3/4 of the diffuser time left. He knows one's in the corner. He'll take some shots. He'll charge the stairs, but they escape just in time. He's sitting comfortably at the bottom, but he's going to have to make a move here quick. He sees one, dodges out of the way, and gets wallbanged by Glitch. Beautiful defense of the diffuser time. And Flynn, it's 5-1, but if you watch the first map, it's not who you think it is.
No, this is a complete flip of the script. I'm absolutely shocked by Oof's performance here, and kind of, it's not Nomads. It's really not. I mean, they've definitely dismantled the runaway train that was Throw on Border, but it's not Nomads really throwing rounds away. I mean, yes, that rotation there in that most recent round, both of them get picked off and meeting at the door by a pretty easy flank hold. Jeez, you gotta tip your hat to Oof at this point. They've really stepped up their game. It feels like they've become more of what I expected to see themselves, a more aggressive, a more prolific, a more just in-your-face team. This is an entirely new roster than we saw an hour ago on Border. I'm in complete shock, and I still think Nomads have the chance to build on what they had on Border as far as that momentum. And I'm not going to count them out on Oregon. They've played well. It's just Oof stepping up to the plate and knocking it out of the park so far.
I'm sorry, Nomads, but I am counting them out of Oregon. Oof is taking complete control. And I think what the Nomads have to do now is, of course, not give up. But when it's time for the next map, and the odds are overwhelmingly in the favor that we will see the next map as Sharsh gets this very aggressive peak. He'll get droned out and rotate back upstairs. But when we go to the next map, because it's so, high of a chance that we will the Nomads be able to put what's happened in the past, just like Oof has been able to do on the second map, and bring back some of that tasty Nomads flavor that we saw in map number 1?
I mean, as much as this is a physical, skilled game, you have to be able to aim well. This is a very, very mental-heavy game. Being in any sport is mental as much as it is physical, but especially in Siege, anything can happen at the drop of a dime. You can make an adjustment, and the entire game can reverse on you in front of your eyes. There are teams out there who have the ability, the skill, the actual aim to knock pro players off their game and actually shut them down. The teams who have even, I would say, a quarter of that aiming proficiency, but also the ability to stay mentally resilient and not let what has happened in an absolute decimation of a map affect them. They put it completely out of their mind, they stay mentally tough, and they battle through, which was a hard pill to swallow on Border, and now they are giving it to Nomads. It's completely off the charts. I'd never expected this, and it's absolutely commendable from Oof to turn this around.
Yeah, I've never seen. I've been around Siege. I've been doing CCS. I've been around the block, as they say, and I've never seen a smash and then a turnaround and then a smash by the other team. Throw Cali getting the opening kills of this round, 2 minutes in, and a little bit of life now from the Nomads. They do not want this to go 6-1. Like I said, they're not going to give up. They need to battle as hard as possible. A drop shot by Glitch will end the life of Cali before getting traded back by Suzaku. 4v2 now, 40 seconds left. Nomads in great shape to take this defensive round, their second of the map. Throw will get a kill. It's a 4v1 now. Only the Sledge remains, and he is between a rock and a hard place. Easy kill. Suzaku will clean him up. The Nomads bringing back 1, 5-2 now.
I really like that round from Nomads. Honestly, they didn't overstep their bounds anywhere. They played each of their roles to a T and let Oof come to them. I think earlier on, especially last time around, there was a sense of urgency. There was a sense of, we're going to lull them into a false sense of security, draw them into the main lobby, and then go for a flank upstairs. They set the flank a little too early, which I will criticize that. I think if they had waited a little bit longer, the flank hold would have backed off and they would have pressed on a site, or they would have only left 1 on the flank hold instead of the 2 on either door and meeting. But nonetheless, the Nomads this time around elect to actually commit to their turtle. You saw Sharsh maybe getting a little ballsy at the front door and gets droned out and backs off immediately. He doesn't try to gun into a fight where his advantage of surprise is taken away from him. He backs upstairs, and all 5 defenders corral themselves around the site, holding proper angles, and they really do hold down site and wait for Oof to come to them. That's exactly what they needed to do. I feel like in the last defensive round, there was a sense of, we're going to respond to your aggressiveness with our own aggression. Right. And they were not winning that battle by any stretch of the imagination. Like, if they play their game, they stick to their play style. I mean, if they do turtle up like it's looking like they're going to here, they've double reinforced the meeting hatches. They were going for it last time. I think they might stick to it again here downstairs. They win this. They play the same way topside. You got to win 1 more downstairs. It's a long road to get to overtime, but it is not out of their reach.
It's not out of the reach, and we've seen it once already in EU. We saw a 5-1 go to overtime. And again, you know, as unlikely as something is impossible, it is not. And if we see the Nomads flip and turn into the Nomads we saw on Border, it's very doable. I mean, they won 5 straight there on Border, no problem. So we'll get underway into round number 8. We're actually already pretty deep underway, almost a minute off the clock now. Schmaup will be situated in kitchen, but no other presence on the map yet from the attackers. A very, very cautious approach. No need to get any, no need to get squirrely if you're oof. You're in a really great spot. You have several attempts. You have 3 more attempts, actually, at match point to just make something happen. So a lot of information will be gathered before they decide to make their push. Minute and 40 now as the main hatch will get opened up. Some flashbangs will get dropped in as they circle the top of the hatch looking for any stragglers, trying to get cheeky and push up those main stairs. Flank watch will engage on the backside as last time we saw a late rotation up from tower from the defense. They got shut down pretty handily by the Nomads, or by Oof rather. So they will be on flank watch. Some barbed wire at the bottom of the main stairs will be getting bashed, and the turtle will continue from Nomads.
Yeah, nobody going to be going for the flank this time around, at least not yet. If we're in a post-plant situation, expect that to change. But for right now, everyone on the Nomads are sticking to this turtle strat. They're only really going to be peeking from Hall, which is exactly where Throw goes. The pre-fires coming out from Glitch aren't going to land. They're popping back and forth. Quick peeks coming around the corner from Throw, trying to get a nice one-shot onto Glitch. He'll be backed off by the asphyxiating bolt, as now the progression onto site intensifies. Smoke grenades, flashbangs, asphyxiating bolts, more smoke grenades on either side of the border. Concussion mine goes off and drops Jinx. He'll get 2. Cali drops Glitch as well. Rainbow trades 1 out of Sharks, but pushing up the stairs with a P12 in hand. Lands a couple shots in the back of Schmop Life and the ankles of, I believe that was Phonetics or Rainbow inside of Classroom. But now it's all tied up on man count. 3v3. Throw rotates back to the hallway. 18 seconds on the board. Diffuser lost in sight. They have to go downstairs. Phonetics recovers. Sorry, that's Rainbow recovering and going to be going for the plant in behind. Hits another element that'll pull him off the animation. Starts to stick once again. There's pressure coming from both the hallway and behind the island. A wonderful double kill by Suzaku. And Euphoria will close it out. Nomads not going down without a fight. We head to round number 9.
That is the type of play that I expected. A lot of back and forth. Now it's up to the Nomads to battle their way back. They were in a very precarious situation, but so far so good. They won 2 must-win rounds, but unfortunately for them, they have 2 more to go. So can they keep this tempo up? You know, again, yes, they can. We saw it on Border, but, you know, they kind of lost that head of steam. They lost what they had going on Border when it got to 5-1 here on Oregon. If there's any team that can pull it off, I know Nomads has it in them. Sharsh, for having a very bad game, is going to need to step back into it. Cali stepping into it as of recent, helping his team out. And the teamwork is what they're going to need if they don't want to go to a map number 3. I'd love to see an overtime here in Oregon.
I'd honestly love to see the comeback by Nomads, honestly. You know, you talk about mental fortitude of Oof to put the bad memories of Border behind them and come into Oregon fresh, and that was wonderful. But now the Nomads as well, a wonderful response in turn, and that's back-to-back rounds in disadvantageous positions, playing a style we haven't seen from them, which is, you come to us, boys. We're not taking this engagement. You come to us. You're going to have to earn this. And something that I've seen from Oof that I'm not liking so far on their behalf is their inability to recognize that style of play. That's back-to-back rounds. They've played a very Turtle-esque style on either site, and it has taken them more than a minute and a half to properly assess that there are no roamers, to properly assess that there are 5 on site. They're taking too long. They need drones in better positions to more efficiently clear the map and garner themselves some more time. If you start suffocating them out and baiting out nitros and baiting out elemines and baiting out smoke grenades from the defense earlier on in the round, the more time you have with them with no utility sitting in a corner, you know where they're going to be, you have a much better possibility of taking the round later on.
No, absolutely. You're absolutely right. And the Nomads have kind of composed themselves. You know, before they were passive and composed. Now they're tactically aggressive and composed. But a smoke will be baited out in the first 40 seconds of this round. That is not a great thing if you're the Nomads. Claymore will be place to stop any run out from the dining room, which we've seen before. Grenade will get or Euphoria rather, down a little bit coming in from up top. A lot of presence here in kitchen. Suzaku actually dropped. Schmoplife will get kill number 1 with the Ash up through the floor, it looked like. But Euphoria will trade it right back and continue to watch the window. A lot of time being wasted by these roamers. Still about half the round yet to go, though. As Ash lay dead in the hallway. Jackal will break into classroom. The downstairs defenders should hear that some activity is going on. No main window resistance coming from Oof. So Legion happily sitting in the small dorms. No problem. Phonetics will work on this window at the bottom of the white stairs. And now the attackers just holding angles, seeing at the defense, will get aggressive, and slip up and peek.
Jinx looking like he wants to go and breach open the master closet. Glitch going to be running into one of the many Legion mines scattered across the objective. You still have the double man roam downstairs who are anchoring inside of kitchen. Suzaku going to be slowly creeping his way back up white stairs to come join the teammates, but Phonetics holding that flank will drop him down. That's the smoke off the board. A tough position to be in for the Nomads as all 4 attackers start pressing onto site. You have Glitch and Phonetics assessed in the hallway, and Jinx breached open the closet as now generator is open, ready for the peak and ready to start pushing in for a plant with some smoke grenades on behalf of Glitch. Diffuser gets passed back to a new operator on the offensive side. 30 seconds left on the board. They're trying to clear the barbed wire as no more impacts left on that lifeline. Spraying down the dresser that we've seen so many times. But Kelly with a wonderful double nitro cell. Phonetics trying to rush up. No diffuser in hand. 15 seconds on the board as diffuser's lost in generator. Rushes into kids, but Shark shuts him down. It's all to Rainbow now downstairs at the bottom of white. He gets 1, tries to go for the knife. He's securing his kill. Why? 8 seconds left on the board, pulls out the Legion mine, 10 HP left on Rainbow, rushing in, spraying wildly. Cali shuts him down. The Nomads have pushed this to round number 10.
So I guess the new saying instead of Kobe is Cali. Cali getting that double nitro, flipping Oof right on their heads, flipping the man count right around, and also securing the final kill. Cali keeping his team alive. It was 5-1 a moment ago, much to our surprise. And ladies and gentlemen, we're 1 round away from overtime. Oof has had 3 opportunities to close it out. This will be their 4th and final, lest they be forced to play at least 2 more rounds. Nomads, after battling back round after round after round, need to win this last one if they want an opportunity to close this map and series out without having to go to Chalet.
Consulate.
Without having to go to Consulate.
Sorry to ruin the ramp up, but round number 10, last round of regulation before a possible overtime. And just to familiarize everyone with the rules, if you are new here, I'm sure everyone who's seen the infamous 32-round game will be pretty familiar, but it is infinite overtime, meaning you have to win by a score difference of 2. I did get the question a couple times, if you win 2 rounds consecutively, do you win? If you have lost a round and then win 2 consecutively, that means you're only up by a net of 1, which means no, you do not win just for winning 2 in a row. In that case, if you win 3 in a row, you'll get the win, but you have to win 8-6, 9-7, 10-8, something that is a difference of 2. Simple math.
Yeah, keep going. Keep giving us examples.
No,
11,
no.
9, 12.
How about
What?
17-15, Ty? How about 17-15?
Hey, been there, done that, baby. So here we go, getting started on round number 10. It is win or it is go to map 3. If you are the Nomads, they will be defending downstairs again. Again, they will be 5-man turtling. No delay upstairs because of a roam game. But that is not stopping Oof from taking their sweet time, checking every nook and cranny of the upstairs here on Oregon. The hatch in the main lobby will begin to get opened up. The first sign of activity from the attackers if you're the Nomads.
Well, I will give Oof credit. They have gone a lot quicker, only 1 minute and 10 seconds deep, and they've assessed that, again, we are seeing this 5-man on-site hold. They've opened up the main hatch. They're going to be launching in some flashbangs to kill ADSs, start launching in either some Hibana pellets under the reinforced wall. I almost said mirror, and then I remembered that mirror was banned. But now the angle from Classroom down into Laundry is being opened up, and now they have a full 90 seconds to start baiting out utilities from these defenders. They're going to keep cycling back and forth. Euphoria's going to be launching in those goo mines in typical plant spots. Sharsh was doing a really good job of chucking out those Ela concussion mines, as it does take you out of the planting animation. So playing that Ela on site, he still has the 3 in hand, Nitro Cell in hand for Cali as well, as he wants to wait for someone to drop in and attempt to go for the plant. 70 seconds on the board now, and Cali being very conservative with this Nitro. The first smoke grenades go out on either side of the board. The Nitro comes out and lands just shy of Fnetics as he backs off in time. He's going to be going for the plant. Rainbow coming in behind, grabs one on Cali. Glitch traps another on the throw. It's a 3v5 that Nomads have to battle back from now. Plant gets successfully dropped in behind the laundry machine, and now we're in post-plant retake situation. Sharsh grabs one onto Rainbow, but Glitch taking some damage, does not die off. Looking up through the laundry rotation is Sharsh once again, trying to claim another victim. Unsuccessful at doing so. Lots of bullets spraying up, but time is ticking down on the diffuser. Aggressive push-up being returned fire from both sides. Another concussion mine going up through the hatch. Sharsh replenishing his supply, launching them above. He's going to try and stick this in behind the laundry machine. Suzaku grabs Glitch, leveling up man count. The defuse is still going down. Schmock grabs one.
What?
Euphoria
Is this going to happen? It does!
Oh my god, the Nomads bring it back. Sharsh holds F the whole time in behind the washing machine. I thought it was over when the Ash peaked, that he was going to claim both victims. But overtime, we are headed.
Let's not understate how important that headshot was by Suzaku. The only man that could stop him upstairs. Suzaku covered his buddy, defusing or beating the diffuser, stopped the attack, and a Ninja Diffuse Supreme will go down after a 5-1 deficit. Nomads now in position to try and win here on Oregon.
Oh my lord.
Oh,
how
man.
in the world did we get here? I
Well,
said
we
the
said-
same
we-
thing
yeah,
when it was 5-1.
We said that when it was 5-1, and now it's 5-5.
I'm astonished, honestly. If you're oof, you really got to bring out more of that mental fortitude and try and put what just happened behind you. 4 consecutive round losses is not the end of the world. It's not enough to lose a game. You're in a very good position. You're playing very well early on. You need to get back to that aggressive play style in the defense. And if so be it, we head to an offensive situation for them in overtime. If Nomads don't win the next 2 rounds and oof have to head back to the attack, they need to find a way to clear out these anchors, and a wonderful 3v5 retake and defuse by Nomads, and Cali especially, or no, it was Sharsh, sorry. Sharsh hopping on that defuse, getting in behind the laundry machine, and sticking it. No hesitation, sticks it and lets his teammates cover him. It's wonderful teamwork.
Yeah, so before we get too deep into this round, I just want to say, I said this to Oof earlier, now for you Nomads fans, when you clip that clip, okay, exclamation point Discord, we'll give you the CCS Discord. We have a public clips channel. You clip that moment, put it in there. I have a great feeling it's going to make our weekly highlights, and we're relying on you guys to feed us said highlights. If we use your highlight in our highlight reel, we'll give you the credit for it. So make sure you're clipping those nice moments and sharing it with us in Discord. And here we go into round number 1 of overtime. And 1 minute down. Oof on defense. The Nomads taking their time pushing, bringing the blitz out yet again. Suzuki, this is the 3rd appearance, I believe, that we've seen him with blitz.
Yeah, he tried it for 1 round on border, got shut down immediately, and got placed on a Thatcher roll. This time around, it is Sharsh with Twitch doing the damage, removing those bandit batteries. You have to worry about Fnetics coming up the main stairs, though, as he's that roamer downstairs. And Suzaku instead is going to ignore this, not going to be utilizing his infinite ability to absorb bullets and go for this roam clears. I don't think they've even spotted Fnetics downstairs. This is going to be a rough position to be in if you're the Nomads. Unaware of a double roam downstairs. Sorry, Fnetics and Glitch both downstairs waiting to come up on this delayed flank. Concussion mines flying out by throw on the Zofia lifeline. And I'm sure that will trigger those roamers to come back towards site and start aggressing onto the backsides. Throw is holding the flank though on the main stairs. Pre-fire's coming out from Cali, not going to land, but in the proper direction. And behind an indestructible wall, though, was that defender. More pings coming out from the attacking drones, and this is Jinx stuck alone on white stairs. But Callie with the TK, Rainbow grabs Euphoria. Callie would trade it back onto Jinx and reclaims his position on the top of white stairs with the diffuser in hand. A great turnaround by Callie. Now a 2 and a 3rd. Now Sharsh drops Rainbow, hiding inside a site. Schmoplife will trade it back. They're trying to get the plant down, but they don't have the safety. They're going to start rushing in, hitting another Legion Mine shrouded in smoke as Callie's going to pull out the second one. Sharsh drops Schmoplife. It's all up to Glitch now, who was on that flank. He's come up white stairs, or sorry, the armory stairs. He's pressing down armory hallway. 20 seconds on the board. He spots the head of Sharsh, unable to land the finishing shot, but he's able to run into Kance, and he gets one, but he can't get the second one. Sharsh grabs Glitch. That's 5 straight rounds for Nomads, and they are on match point, series point, after having their backs against the wall. 5-1.
What is going on with Oof right now? I would not want to be in their voice channel right now, as they could see what should have been the easiest map win of their professional, I'd say, of their competitive careers slip away. I don't know what to say. They had such an electric start, such an electric first 6 rounds. Sure, they lost one. It was a close one. And then won 5, or no, they won 1, lost 1, won 4, but it was 5-1. You have 4 opportunities to win it. Then in overtime, it's basically like you're starting over again. And now here we go. Nomads on match point. Oof, after just losing the upstairs, will opt to defend it again. And it's probably a lot due to the miracle defuse of, I remember Suzaku got the kill, the clutch kill. I forgot who it was that was actually doing the defusing. Sharsh. So Sharsh and the Suzaku miracle is what we'll call it, to bring this into overtime. And God, have we been treated to some amazing games so far week 1.
I'm blown away by how close these games have been, barring the first maps of both of these series. The second map has not disappointed even remotely. I'm very impressed by what I've seen, and I'm blown away by the comeback here by the Nomads. They have been on a roll, and I do not see them slowing down anytime soon. Their attack upstairs the first time around, while unconventional, was very successful in the end, and I can't really fault them for going at it again. Same off lineup coming out, same kind of strategy, same positioning. They want to do second verse, same as the first here, and rush back in and secure this win, get up 2-0. This time around, it's Schmoplife and Glitch on the roam game downstairs, but they haven't gone down to the basement. They're staying kitchen side on the west side of the building, and come back for a west-east clear, but Phonetics will fall on site first. Callie drops him down with a long angle down the hallway. The breach gets opened up onto the armory wall. They still have to worry about the bandit charges, which were easy to dispose of for Sharsh the first time around with the Twitch drone. But now it looks like Throw might be getting a little aggressive, so the Twitch drone's going downstairs to clear for him. It might be up to Throw to use those impacts, and it's exactly what he'll do. Looking up through the attic, making himself a hole. Euphoria comes over to help out as well and shoot off anything he can. Now the Hibana charge is coming out onto the closet. Oh, the leg of Jinx just out of view of Euphoria hanging on the connector window, and Jinx able to safely rotate out. Smoke grenades coming back in reciprocation, only 90 seconds deep. You still have to worry about Schmoplife, who's now filled the position at the top of white stairs after that flank job.
Yeah, 5v4, still over a minute to go. We're about to see a lot of action as the attackers start setting up for their attack. Schmoplife, not on the super late rotate, will join his teammates upstairs, hankering down, waiting for the inevitable push from the Nomads. And should they be able to hold firm, they can hang on to the possibility that this map can go in their favor and bring it to a map 2. If not, it will all be over. Euphoria will get a kill onto Glitch. A 5v3 now, 45 seconds. Plenty of time left. As Sharsh will take out the Ella. It is a 5v2. The diffuser goes down. Euphoria will get another kill, and only Jinx left. He will blind fire into smoke, looking for something, anything. He'll find one, but gets shut down by Throw, and by some miracle, Euphoria, I mean, not Euphoria, but the Nomads, able to win 6 consecutive rounds after being down 5-1, and it's going to be a party at the Nomads.
How in the world does that happen? I'm blown away. I'm wildly impressed. I want to see more of what this Nomads roster can bring.